Hey everyone, welcome back. I'm going to take some time today to teach everybody how to make a shrimp pump gun. For getting ghost and mud shrimp, real easy to make, real simple. I'm going to show you a couple that I made prior to start off with, and then I'm going to go right into the best shrimp pump gun that I've learned to make. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. So to start off with here, you guys, this one right here is the first one that I ever made. And I bent the handle, and it's been a pretty good shrimp pump gun. I used a 2-inch ball method on this one, or a tennis ball method, and you squish it. I did the same with this one, but I reinforced up here with a stainless steel washer to keep this from oogling out like it did on this one. And it worked alright. 2-inch ball worked pretty good. Everything rusts a whole bunch though, so it's kind of trying to find something that's gonna hold up is a key. I even made my daughter a little pink one here. I made her this one after coming up with the final method of making them, and that's this one over here. I made this one last year and it's worked the best so far. It's pretty simple. It's all PVC, and I use a 2-inch plug in the end. Made this one at 1.5 inches for my daughter. She loves it. We've caught a couple ghost shrimp with it, but it hasn't been fantastic. But I'm gonna get right into teaching you guys how to make your own shrimp pump gun. Pretty simple. Alright guys, so I got my piece of 2-inch here. This one's about 42 inches long. I normally make them about 36 to 48 inches. I like them a little bit shorter because I'm not real tall. This one's for a buddy of mine that's a little bit taller, so I made it about 42 inches long. So you need to get yourself a 2-inch T to 3/4 thread it, and a 2-inch reducer from 2 to 1, and I like to do the threaded on the inside. And it's pretty simple. We're going to take, to get started, we're going to take a 1-inch screw-in plug, PVC, and we're going to screw it in. And then we need to take and drill this out with a 7/8 drill bit. Alright. So we get it drilled out. That's the hardest part. And then we're going to take and we're going to thread it right in to the top of the 2-inch to 1-inch reducer. Let's take a little pair of pliers and snug it up just a little bit. Doesn't need to be real tight. And then we're going to glue that into the top of the 2-inch T. Pretty simple. For glue, I'm just using all-purpose cement for PVC. They can put a little bit on this part, put a little bit on the T, and slide it together. Clean it up a little bit here with some paper towels. And now that part's done. The next part is we're going to take our 2-inch pipe and we're going to take and glue this onto the 2-inch pipe. Doesn't need to line up with anything, nothing fancy. Just put another bead of glue around, just like so. Take this, put some glue around it. And we're going to slide it right together. Give it a little twist, make sure the glue sets in. Then we're just going to take and wipe off the excess. Pretty simple so far, huh? Hardest part, drilling that 7/8 hole. So now I have a little short piece of 3/4 inch galvanized pipe used. It was in the scrap bin at work. I do plumbing. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take and I'm gonna screw that right in here. And there's our handle. Really simple. Alright. Now, you take your 1/2 inch piece of PVC and you slide it through the hole that you drilled. And it sticks out the end down here, just like this. What we're going to do is we're going to take a Mel adapter and we're going to glue it right on the end here. Take and push this right on, give it a twist. Clean that up. Alright, the next step is we take our 2-inch plug, normally used in ABS. It's like a test plug. You can put it in, it's airtight, and you tighten this down and it expands out the little rubber piece right here. So we don't want this lip because this lip won't fit through that pipe. So what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to take and sand or grind. You can use a Dremel. I'm going to go to a belt sander and sand this down real quick. And I'm just going to go off of this little ring right here. You can see where the angle, the beveled part ends and it goes flat. I'm going to sand it down to there. That's as far as you need to sand it down. Let me go take care of that real quick. Alright, so I got the little flange here, or a little piece off it. Got it all sanded down. You can see I got all the flat section off. Doesn't have to be perfect. A couple little burrs here and there, but that should be good. So now I'm gonna take that. So you got this little washer that goes on this side of it, and this, and that goes down, and then this goes on, a little rubber O-ring, and then you got the top part. And then you got this bolt right here. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna take a 1/2 inch screw on cap. That's what we got here. And we're gonna need to drill a hole in it for this bolt to go through. So I'm gonna take and get me a 5/16 inch drill bit here, right here. And I'm gonna chuck it up in my drill. Sorry about the plane going over. I got that chucked up. Alright, I got my block of wood here. I got my pliers, so I got a hold of this. You can see it's got little flat spots up here on the top. So I grabbed it from up there. And just start it, drill right through it. Nice and easy. It's pretty much centered. So now that goes down in there pretty nice. But what we're going to want to do is we want to take a torch, because you got to be able to hold this head down in there. So you got to heat this up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my little MAPP gas torch here. I'm going to grab a hold of this just like so. I'm going to turn the torch on. I want to heat it up. Alright. Then we're going to take and pull this down And you want to get it pulled down in there and seat it, and you want to make sure that that bolt is as straight as possible. Just hold it there, let it cool down here for a second. Just making sure that we keep it straight, because you want it to melt in inside there. Alright, I got it cooled down here. So now we're going to take this flange first, and we're going to put it on. Then we're going to take the rubber, we're going to put it on, and then we're going to put the little bottom piece on. And then we're going to take this, and we're going to tighten this up. Little wing nut on there. And you can see it's getting it right in there. And then what we're going to do is we're going to come down here to this metal adapter, and we're going to screw this right on. So grab the pliers, open them up, we'll tighten this up. So you want to make sure, I made the mistake on the first one I ever made, I didn't get this real tight, and because of that it put a lot of strain on the threads and it cracked the cap. It wasn't a big ordeal to fix and it didn't take me long, but you don't want to be out trying to get bait and have your little shrimp pump gun break on you. So we'll tighten this down just like so. Alright, now that's good. Now then this slides right inside, and what I like to do, I like to get this so that it's somewhat tight. At this point, I like to have that almost flush. I don't really want it sticking out. So, but it's sticking out just a little bit, so you can push it into the sand right there. You can see that, but it's pretty much flush. You can see that it's up in there. And what I want to do is I'm going to come to the other end, come down here to the other end, and what I found is you want to leave yourself plenty of pipe up here. So I'm going to cut this thing up about here. And I'm going to take the PVC cement here, not too much, just enough. I'm going to glue this T onto the top, just like so. I'm going to wipe all the excess glue around off. And it's ready to sit there and dry pretty much. The one thing that I am going to do, because I put this piece of pipe in and it's used and it's kind of ugly, I'm going to make it look good. I have this heat shrink stuff here. Pull off a piece of it. Basically about like so. And I'm going to slide it right here. Slide it right up on there. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick it. I need to cut it a little bit shorter. I cut it just a little long. So, slide that up on there. And I'm going to take it, I'm going to stick it on the inside. Inside there. Let me get the torch. We'll start heat shrinking it. We'll see if we can get it to go up inside there. warm, but not bad. All right, that handle's done. It needs one last thing, and that's to keep this from pushing out. So the last step here is get this lined up down here on the bottom where you want it, and then I come up here to the other end, and I'm going to just take and pull this up just a little bit. So I'm going to take my self-tapping screw right here. It's like a number 10 self-tapping screw, and it doesn't matter where you put it. You just want to take and put it right in that 1/2-inch pipe, and all that does is it keeps it from sliding down, so you don't slide down and bust your knuckles. That little screw saves you so many headaches. It keeps it from the little plug part from coming out the other end. That little screw does a whole bunch. So make sure you get yourself a little self-tapping screw. That's it. We just need to let this thing sit and dry for the night, and we're going to take it out and use it in the morning. And you just use a little wing nut down here in the bottom to tighten it up, to adjust how tight and how much suction that you get. I hope this helps everybody. I hope this helps you catch more bait. I hope fresh bait helps you catch bigger fish and more fish. And I hope to see everybody out on the water, and thank you for watching, and tight lines until next time. Yep. There we go.
You got a mud shrimp? Oh yeah.
First mud shrimp right there. Look at that big old sucker.
Oh yeah, nice one. Heck yeah.